Yeah, I think one good John. I mean, yeah, but Mud brings up a good point that one of the things I said early on in this fight was if you want to turn a lefty into a fiscal hawk, bring up reparations. First thing that comes out of their mouth is where's that money going to come from? Motherfucker, you just talking about Medicare for all, right? You forgot about MMT that quick. MMT disappears
Yeah.
when you bring up reparations. It is wild. I just want to make that point because I'm an asshole. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're not lying. It's the truth. I
True.
mean, it's the hypocritical thing that they do. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the best thing. In the United States, we got a fiat currency that the whole rest of the world wants. So we can print as many dollar bills as we want to print. We could print $1 that's $6 trillion dollar bill. You know what I'm saying? Like one big piece of paper that says $6 trillion on it, and give it to the bank and say, here's our debt. Peace. And now let's work on reparations.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's all it takes. And we could do that. We could do that. It doesn't even take an act of Congress. It just takes someone in the print shop putting a 6 trillion on there instead of a 1. And there you go.
The 6T bill, baby.
Yeah.
T bill's a whole different thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, family. I think. Well, I mean, this whole show is about getting the left on their, getting them back on their ball. Like, but I guess historically, the left really hasn't been for us, honestly. I mean, if we look at the major movements in this country, around labor, around healthcare, we are a secondary thought at best. I used to think that the left was our best hope of getting good policy, right? Until again we start talking about reparations, and it's like, oh shit, that progressive just turned into fucking
Paul Ryan.
It turned him into fucking, I don't know, Mr. Fiscal Hawk from I don't know. It turned him into to Rush Limbaugh in the blink of an eye. A minute ago we were talking about Medicare for all and all this money flying out the door for everybody and everything. You mentioned reparations. Ooh.
I seen it in real time on Twitter. I seen it on real time. MG like, what about reparations? Shut up, Negro. Shut up. I'm gonna put you back in check. Whoa. You talking about the Green New Deal though?
Yeah.
What do you need a Green New Deal, Negro? I'm like,
listen, I've been in groups too, and these conference calls and talking about reparations is scary. I was like, but you were just talking about housing for all. What are you talking about? So we're gonna give everybody a house, but we can't talk about reparations.
and that's the wild thing. If you pay reparations, the bill for everything else is a lot cheaper. You know what I mean? It's the logic to this, right?
You got to think, if 50% of the homeless are Black, if you give Black people reparations, boom, 50% of those people are no longer homeless because they got money to go get a place.
Within 5 years, right? Within 5 years, it's over, right? And that's part of the reason why.
And then you just throw money at the other 50% after that. Like, cool, we got the Negroes done. Boom, boom. Now we can knock out the rest of poverty. Boom, boom, done. Everybody's okay. Boom.
But that's part of the problem, Sam. Our suffering drives their movement, right? Because we're the core of the suffering in this country. If we get fixed, their movement dies.
That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid that if Black people get fixed, that we're going to stop fighting. But they don't understand that we're justice people. So we're not. Most of us won't take our money and run away with it. Most people take their money and put it together like Voltron and want to fight.
Yeah, and want to help people. Yeah, that's who we are. That's who we've always been, and that's the reason why we've been held down so long. Because people don't want an egalitarian society. So those people talking about with egalitarian leanings, keep them out, right? And the left just doesn't. Well, they don't want to understand. I started to say they don't understand. They don't want to understand because they want us to get like they say suffer till revolution. That's our suffering they're talking about, not anybody else's suffering. They want us to suffer until revolution, right? That's what they want. So I mean, it